Most of you guys would know this man. His name is Jeff Bezos. He is today the richest man in the world. At least officially. I know there are a lot of wealthy Indians. I know that. I know that. Officially, he is the richest man in the world. He started his business maybe about 2.5 decades ago from his home. Very quickly, that business became great. And over the years, it was not only just a great business, it has remained a great business. In a competitive environment that we are speaking of, he was able to build a company that's every year getting bigger, getting better, getting stronger in the face of competition. And there are many things that they do correctly, but I'd like to share with you a single thought. That alone is a driving force for Jeff Bezos, who has become the richest man in the world, and more importantly, the company. Before I share with you that thought, I think, I'm going to guess, you know the name of the company. So what I'm going to do on the count of 3, when I say 3, you all can yell out the name of the company that I'm talking about. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. You know it as Amazon. And if you keep an eye on this company, it is only by the looks of it going to get better, bigger, and stronger. Why? Because of this thought. From the very first day when Jeff Bezos started working, when they set up offices after moving from his home, the building that he worked in, he put a label on it. And the label was Day 1. Interesting, right? To label a building Day 1. But for him, every time he went to work, this was going to be the reminder. Day 1. So much so that when they moved buildings, he actually took that sign with him and put it on the new building. Now you're wondering, what is Day 1? Day 1 for them means that you need to be nimble, that you need to be open to change. You need to accept, anticipate, and adapt to change. You need to be able to make quick decisions. There's no room for bureaucracies. You got to make it happen. Only because we are great yesterday doesn't mean that we're great today. That's what Day 1 is. If I was to ask you, what do you think is the enemy of greatness? What would you think? We know a lot of people, we know a lot of teams, and we look at them and we go, wow, they're not operating to their full potential. You must have a family member, not yourself, but somebody you know. They're full of potential and you're going, why are they putting all that potential to waste? What would you say is the enemy of greatness, the enemy of self-greatness? Very good. Very good. A couple of you guys mentioned it. Right? Most people will think that the enemy of greatness are the challenges, other people, market conditions, whatever, there's a million reasons I'm sure we can find. These are the reasons why we are unable to become great. And yet the truth remains, is what some smart individuals here have said, the enemy of great are not those things. The enemy of great is far closer. The enemy of great is good. The enemy of great is comfort. When things are going good, you no longer think. Day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out. Next thing you know, it's a decade, it's 2, it's 3. We've just been doing the same thing. Just existing. That, my friends, is why you would have heard over the years of many companies that were one day great, but today, they're a shadow of what they used to be. We know many great companies from 10 years ago, 20 years ago. You know them, that today do not exist. They do not exist because they got comfortable. Things got good, and the goodness got in the way of greatness.